Hello, welcome back to the Landedkiller show. Today we'll be reviewing the premium ship USS Kearsarge, which is available for $77.20 in the premium shop right now, or $149.99 for a special flag, 10-point commander, credits, and a bunch of flags. I always just buy the standard as usual. I believe it may also be in the arm. See, it is in the army for 19,300 doubloons or 34,950 doubloons. And you can see that you're really not getting anything with the Admiral pack, but more signals and camouflages. Credits. Otherwise, let's talk about this bizarre ship, shall we? So Kearsarge was a unique carrier project that was going to be sold to Russia, but Russia was like, nope, we don't want that. So this never got built in real life. It was designed just before World War II. So let's get into the armor layout, which is going to be pretty interesting. 32 millimeter plating up here at the front. Frontal plate is 406 millimeters. Side of the turret is 254 millimeters. Other side of the turret is 254. Rear plate is 254. This bottom part here is 19 millimeters, and then your barbette is 381. The conning tower here is 381. Your sides here are 19. Top of your deck is 38. Superstructure 19, but you can see here that this section right here, this 19 millimeter plating, a lot of people are going to be aiming for this and trying to take you out. You have small sections of 19 here and some 57. This is 38, and you got some secondary mounts which are 57. Aft deck is 32. We have a 38 millimeter armor strip here, 330 millimeter armor strip here, 330, 254 there, 32 there. So many decks on this thing. The Citadel deck is 32 millimeters. Citadel torpedo bulkhead 38 millimeters. Barbette at the very bottom is 127. Then it goes up to 381. Your Earth warship is 203. That's a section 279, 203. Then it goes to 32. Front 279, 203. 32 millimeter there. 38 millimeters there, and 32 on the back. Most people are gonna be probably aiming for here though, because they can set you on fire more easily if they do. Hit points 84,300. Torpedo damage reduction 24%. Aircraft, one squadron of Tiny Tims. Speed 176 knots. Maximum speed 216 knots. Engine boost time 5 seconds. Tiny Tim rockets, which have 3 rockets and payload. A maximum rocket damage 5,400. Armor shell penetration 68 millimeters. Chances of causing fire 33%. Detectability range 9.0 kilometers. Number of aircraft 5. Restoration time 2 minutes. Artillery 4x3 406s. It's a 36-second reload without skills. Secondary armament is 14x2 127 millimeters. 7.0 range normally. Main battery fire range is 19.7, 22.7 with the equipment equipped. AA, pretty decent. Continuous damage 338. Shell explosion 16,010. 35% reinforcement. Fire range 5.8, which is not bad. That'll help you get some stick bombers. Maximum speed 31.5 knots. Turning circle radius is 1,050. Rudder shift time 14.7 seconds with equipment. 18.7 without. 18.5 without. Concealment 14.8 to 22.7 kilometers. 0 to 12.6 by sub. 12.6 to 20.7 and 2.0 assured detectability range. So I have my little Optimus commander here on this ship because it's what I had in storage. So I have emergency repair specialist as my first skill, grease the gears as my second skill, adrenaline rush as my third skill, and emergency repair expert. If I were to spec it out further and go back through, I would do gun feeder, priority target, and probably furious, if not concealment expert. For equipment, I have main battery modification 3 to get that reload time down to that 31.7, because without it it's 35 seconds. Then I have concealment system modification 1. I don't really see any of these other equipments really being viable. I have steering gears modification 1. You can make the argument to have damage control system modification 2 as well on this. Avoid propulsion modification 1. It's not going to give you any benefits. I have artillery platinum modification 1. Other equipment I could see really equipping is secondary battery modification 1 if you want to go for a secondary setup, but for most modes you want artillery platinum modification 1. You can also make the argument to put artillery platinum modification 2 on Kearsarge as well. But I chose to get my reloading time down rather than having more accuracy. I have damage control system modification 1. See here I have damage control party modification 1 because this is a hybrid and I feel that it's going to be attacked more. I chose that over main armaments modification 1 just because I thought it would be more effective. In practice it has been. But otherwise, if you don't have the coal, main armaments modification 1. But this I would say is a must-have on a ship so big as Kearsarge. See that you got North Carolina guns here, so the shell velocity is a little slower. And the shell velocity is a little slower. And then you got repair party and damage control party. Further ado, let's take Kearsarge into battle. Alright, let's take Kearsarge on to battle and see what she can do. I just find the ship to be unique in its role, I would say. It's not a ship for everybody. You have to keep in mind that you're a bigger target because of the second deck up here. I would really just play this at mid-range most of the time.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Autobots, roll out!
Here we go. good. It's rainy. I wonder if we're getting a cyclone this time too. Would I say go buy the ship? And I say no, I would not. I would say this ship is one that's reserved for players that have really played the game and understand how the fundamentals work. Because when you have a flight deck on here, you have increased vulnerability because of this little part right here in the middle. So this ship's best played at range. But do I feel that it can defend itself better than Isay? Definitely. I feel like Isay can't defend itself as well as Kearsarge can. I feel like Kearsarge is able to defend itself just fine with its guns. Isay, not so much. Alright, let's see what kind of trouble I can cause. Smolensk. Sometimes your guns will hit, sometimes not. Just gotta be prepared for that. Now we're gonna do the aircraft here so you can see how they function pretty much. 5 aircraft, you have a good amount of delay before you can fire off the actual rockets themselves. Oh boy. See that the planes get taken out pretty quickly. Most AA is going to do that, so your planes won't stay up for too long. Accuracy's not always there. Well,
has taken the lead. Neither
keep that in mind.
nor impassable.
See what we can do here. Just see that people just are taking things out pretty quick here. That. You gotta be kidding me. Alright, let's see what I can do here.
Fire alarm.
Your battles are better than others, as you can see. Ah, Georgia of all things.
Our victory is in sight. Let's finish this fight once and for all. Problem solved.
Gonna still fire off pretty good.
Another Decepticon down.
Alright, we're gonna pop this into another battle. That ended way too quick, for my liking. I'm gonna try this again. It's always something going on with the darn co-op these days. You just can't get to the targets because the destroyers and cruisers will get there first. Okay, now this looks to be a better test of Kearsarge strengths. No destroyers. Okay, this should work out a little better. It's been quite the week, hasn't it? For once, we have a week without any controversy going on in World of Warships. Maybe that'll change by the time of publishing this video. We'll see.
I am Optimus Prime, leader of the Autobots. Autobots, roll out!
And as I said before, this isn't a ship for people that don't know how to play the game. You gotta know what you're doing on this ship. That large turning radius will get you stuck. If not that, then the longer reload on the guns. He's out of range.
Enemy cruiser sighted.
Hit him. Can't use this island. Hindenburg's hiding over there.
Enemy battleship detected.
You just gotta get used to your gun velocity being slower than everything
Enemy
else. Like
cruisers
Tier 9.
detected.
Now we can finally get ourselves in some trouble, huh? See that the AA is doing its thing. Not much support here, so I'm just gonna try to go for this island.
Fire alarm has taken the lead. Neither impossible nor impassable.
And this guy just spouts out random things all the time, doesn't he? Alright, now we're gonna test these AP shells here in a sec. Gonna be coming over here in a minute. Damage I can do to my counterpart.
Our victory is in once and for all.
Shells just bounced off.
Fire alarm.
Secondaries fire off pretty decently.
Confirmed. One shall stand.
Secondaries do fire off pretty decently.
Problem solved. Our victory is in sight. Let's
There we
finish
go.
this fight once and for all.
That's a much better battle, wouldn't you say? Yeah, that was a much better battle, and you got a good idea of how secondaries are going to perform close up as well. Alright. Alright, please remember to like, watch, and subscribe for future World of Warships and Temple Run 2 videos. This is my review on Kearsarge. Not for the new player, only for the experienced player. Remember that.